Yes! 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 Woo!
In the heart of Texas, two dudes making noise, talking about pro wrestling on the podcast. Big up boys, big money guys, we be throwing down the rhymes, kicking it live, representing the Lone Star State every damn time. We got
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the rundown of Wrestlemania Night 2. What a crazy night. Great show. Great show. Stuff happened that I wanted to happen. Stuff didn't happen that I wanted to happen. But you know what? That's WrestleMania. That's the world of professional wrestling. Great night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What's up, SP, man?
What's up, Dropkick Zombie? Yeah, night 2 was definitely a lot better than night 1 was
Most
last
definitely.
night. So tonight was definitely the primo entree for tonight.
As we expected it to be.
Yes, but again, just the way that WWE was playing the storylines with the Bloodline and Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody, you weren't really sure what was going to happen during that match. But it looked like a majority of the stuff, aside from the Bloodline turning, which means that they're going to continue that story, potentially build it up for something else down the road. What I was not expecting was the final man who came in and delivered a devastating.
Whoa. No. Stop. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're getting ahead of yourself. We'll get to that.
All right.
We'll get to that. First, okay, yes, we will get to our recap. But first, we got some breaking news out of the world of AEW.
Yes, breaking news.
Go ahead and run it down, bro.
This has been confirmed by multiple people with Fightful Selects, Sean Ross Sapp, and Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer. It is true. This coming Wednesday night on Dynamite, the Young Bucks will be releasing the backstage security footage from the infamous Brawl In at London. In London, I should say, at All In.
Okay,
or,
so
again, Brawl In, as it was so eloquently referred to as after the CM Punk Jack Perry incident.
Okay, if you want my honest take on this, I'm gonna have to say that this is probably the smartest move when it comes to AEW. If they want to make headlines and they want to get back into the eye of the people, you know what I'm saying? After that CM Punk interview, I think this is if the footage ain't too damning, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. If the footage shows what a lot of people already suspect about CM Punk, then AEW will be vindicated and will be made shown about the hypocritical behavior of CM Punk and whether he was telling truth, half truth, or no truth at all. But from additional reports was that Tony wanted to release the footage a long time ago, but chose not to. And it wasn't until the infamous CM Punk MMA Hour interview that he did earlier this week that made Tony Khan want to decide to release the footage. So again, this Wednesday night, the Young Bucks will be debuting and premiering the backstage security footage from Brawl In.
The way I see it though, this was kind of ingenious to release it and put it out there right now during WrestleMania weekend. Like I said, this is a good move for AEW, depending on what the footage shows. But yeah, if they, after a WrestleMania like that, if they want to be the talk of the town, what better way to go about it, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, AEW was subtly taking hits over WrestleMania weekend, referencing CM Punk, talking about Will Ospreay getting the All In attendance record tattooed on him, along with the shots of the free agents that Tony Khan signed to AEW this year, being Mercedes Moné, Okada, and Osprey. So there were definitely some shots fired towards
Oh,
AEW's
and did you
direction
hear?
from WWE.
Did you hear Cole tonight? He was. I don't know if you watched it. I watched a little bit of the pre-show, and when CM Punk made his debut, made his appearance. Um, Michael Cole was like, "Oh, the man that the internet marks make headlines with."
I saw that
See, I was
on
like,
Twitter.
"Screw
I
you, dude."
I did see that posted on Twitter. No, I didn't catch any of the pre-show. I didn't jump on it until like the last 9 minutes of it. Your boy was busy lounging and relaxing, had to go and take a shower and everything like that. So yeah, I didn't catch the whole thing, just the
Yeah, I
last nine
caught it.
minutes of it.
I was
So
like, "Oh, okay, fair, fair play, Michael Cole, fair play." But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good idea. Like, I mean, it's gonna make headlines, bro. It's gonna make the news. It's gonna get some eyes back on AEW. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm for it. But yeah, so we'll just have to see what I can't wait to see it. I will be tuning in
a lot of
for
people are
sure.
hoping that Bucks bring out Jungle Boy Jack Perry to join in the new Elite and have him call out Punk and release the security footage from backstage. That definitely would be something that would get, I think, one of the biggest reactions ever.
So we'll just have to see, bro. It's gonna definitely be interesting. Um, we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, you want to get into the
Yeah,
tonight?
let's get into our WrestleMania recap for night 2.
First match. What we got, bro?
Our first match of the night was Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I was kind of
Bruh, swerve and then a
precarious.
swerve.
Well, not that, but I was kind of curious as to if you really want to open up your pay-per-view with a World Heavyweight title match. But
That was weird. I
overall,
honestly was expecting the first match to be Styles
I thought
versus I thought it was gonna be Styles versus
LA Knight.
LA Knight. Yeah, I literally thought
I
that's what it was gonna be.
I thought it was going to be the 6-man tag, Lashley and Street Profits versus the Final Testament and Karrion Kross and AOP. But no, they opened up with the World Heavyweight title match, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Now they do this a lot. They've been having a history of doing this, and I think it's because they want a big match in the beginning to kind of set the trend, to kind of set the hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I kind of figured that much out about within the first few minutes of the intros happening, which those intros with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, I really dug the Drew McIntyre one. With it hit home for me because with my my ancestry stuff, so really good to see my
Y'all
my home
don't see
DNA.
it. Y'all don't see it. But SP has on a skirt right now.
It's a kilt, bro. It's a kilt. All right, it is a kilt.
All right, fine.
And the high school that I went to was the Scotsman. All right, so it's in my blood. Okay.
He has a plaid skirt on right now underneath that camera. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
It's all good. The Seth Rollins ones though was actually pretty interesting too. It kind of reminded me a little bit like New Orleans Mardi Gras time with like a little bit with a little bit of Day of the Dead mixed in there as well too.
That's the way I felt, because I was like, okay, because y'all know my heritage. My family's from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans and Louisiana for that matter, and like I wanted to like it more than what I did, but I don't know why. I felt like Drew McIntyre's entrance was just so badass and more impactful for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had the Scotsmen play, the bagpipes and the drums and everything like that, and then you had the Highlanders with the swords.
Yeah, freaking what's his name called them nerds. Pat McAfee called them a bunch of nerds. I was like, dude, screw you. This is badass. You ruined it.
But yeah, no. Highlights of that match for me. Let's see. The Claymore right out the gate by Drew McIntyre right onto Seth Rollins, trying to capitalize on
Shades of Goldberg, or no, shades of Brock Lesnar.
that, but also I was going to go with the 18-second match at WrestleMania
Oh,
between
Daniel
Sheamus
Bryan.
and Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that was definitely a good right out the gate moment for Drew McIntyre to try to capitalize on an already injured Seth Rollins from the night before.
I mean, it was a good, it was a decent match. Kind of not as long as I thought it would be. Like it was kind of short, but I mean, the swerve at the end, like, got Punk involved and everything. Made me very much upset with Punk. I don't know. What do you think is going to happen with this? Because there's questions whether Drew is going to re-sign with WWE. But what do you think?
Yeah,
What does this tell you?
as of now, from my understanding, is he has yet to re-sign with WWE. Um, Maybe he's just kind of trying to play it out, see what he's going to do. Maybe he'll take some time off after he signs, or he may not re-sign. I don't know. It's going to be hard to tell.
I don't know,
One
because I mean, it's like after he won it, I was like, oh yeah, he's resigning. Hell yeah, champion. And then
right,
that happened. I'm like, I'd be surprised if he would resign at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
yeah,
like, screw them.
right. Another thing that I really dug about that match was that overhead suplex that Drew hit on Seth
Yeah, that was cool.
on towards the outside, and Seth looked like he hit hard too on the ground, and then McIntyre kind of hanging out with his wife and that other dude, and he took a supposed selfie according to Michael Cole or Pat McAfee, one of those two clowns. I,
Shots taken. Shots taken. I hear that.
No, they're good. They they provide the color
I
commentary
like
and
I
the
like
play-by-play.
Pat McAfee, but
Yeah.
he called my fellow nerds. So I mean,
And to play off of what Dropkick Zombie, what you were saying, the little swerve at the end being Drew McIntyre winning the title, winning the World Heavyweight Championship,
I got ahead of
being
myself there. Sorry,
toppling, huh?
I got ahead of myself there. I know.
Uh, yeah, it's all good. I did the same thing too. So but Drew being on the announce table, getting tripped up by CM Punk, laid out by CM Punk, and then you hear the Judgment Day music hit.
And he hit him with his cast, with his brace.
Yeah, hit him with the robot arm is what everybody was saying.
Mm.
But yeah, to having a cash in done on him by Damian Priest, being thrown back in the ring, Damian Priest hits his finisher, and 1, 2, 3, we have a brand new World Heavyweight Champion in Damian Priest.
Yeah, that was cool. But like, much to your point about the World Heavyweight Champion being at the beginning of the show, that doesn't help the feeling that that belt needs to be just as important on the same level playing field as the Universal title. That I don't feel like that helped out that situation. You know what I'm saying? As
Right.
far as
No,
elevating
yeah.
it, even though
Yeah.
I get why they did it, but still, like, I mean, it needed to be one of the last matches if they're trying to build that belt as it being just as prestigious as the Universal title.
Right. Yeah, no, we totally get the whole having a strong opening match such of that caliber.
I think it should have been
to
LA
start off
Knight and
your
Styles.
pay-per-view. I would have gone with that 6-pack
Think
being
so?
the first match. Yeah.
Hmm.
Or not the 6-pack, but the 6-man tag. I felt like that one should have been the first match. I think they should have maybe switched, because then the Lashley and Street Profits match was right after that. So I think that one should have been first, and then probably gone into the AJ Styles LA Knight, and then into maybe the World Heavyweight Championship match. I
Yeah.
think maybe they could have done a good service that way, but again, having having a world heavyweight title match to open your pay-per-view
A little different.
is a good call to try to set the bar, set the tone for the rest of the pay-per-view.
Get people hyped.
Yeah. My
So
rating on that one,
okay, that's what I was about to ask you.
on the McIntyre Seth Rollins match, I give it a B.
Well, no. 1 through 5.
Well, B rating on that, I'm gonna give it maybe a 3.5. Yeah, I'll go 3.5 out of 5.
I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna go 4.25. I thought it was good, especially with the swerves and stuff, and Punk getting involved. I'm counting all that in. My only gripe is that Drew McIntyre, it was short lived for him. I wanted to see him get his due after everything,
Right. Yeah, I think they, like Michael Cole calculated the time, and it was like 5 minutes and change seconds that he was world heavyweight champion for before his taunting ended up costing him.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen Drew on the Indies and stuff when he left WWE, being the chosen guy, then being, saying, screw WWE, going out to the indie scene, building himself up, then coming back. Like, I don't know. I always have respect for people with that, that whole little story. So,
right.
I mean, it is what it is. I just hope he gets it back. I was honestly thinking, I was like, okay, Drew champion, Gunther challenges, but we'll have to see how this plays out, man.
Yeah, I think this is gonna build up more on the McIntyre CM Punk story, and it's just gonna play more into Drew McIntyre's heel persona.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I know he's probably gonna attack Punk very hard now, but we'll see how that happens. And well, hopefully he re-signs, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So what we got next?
Our match 2 was, as stated, recapping the first match. Our second match is Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament in Karrion Kross and AOP.
Bubba Ray Dudley, man, as the
yeah,
I didn't see that coming, bro. That was
neither
awesome.
did I. And I think the best part, I'm not gonna lie, Snoop Dogg on commentary, man, was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good too. That was pretty awesome.
Just some of his lines that he was saying about when Street Profits were,
dude has some great comedic timing.
Like, he does, but Street Profits were pulling out the tables. Snoop's like, oh, it's a picnic table. He's like, well, then call me Yogi Bear. Where's my picnic basket?
The only thing I'm pissed about is, like, I love Lashley. I love the Street Profits. Not a big fan of AOP, but I'm a huge fan of Cross. And I just really want to see this dude work his way up. And tonight was a setback, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see a little bit of that. What do you think about that Montez Ford dive flip over the corner turnbuckle to AOP onto the outside?
That was awesome. That was very much a good highlight. Montez
is a diving machine, and just
he stole that from my boy though.
But the amount of air that he gets when he does those kind of moves.
You know who made that spot famous? A little known fact. Do you know of a man named by the name of Angelico?
Ah, yes, Angelico.
That's his thing. He made that very, very famous, and then they're using it in WWE. That's one wrestler, Angelico, that I really do believe he deserves a spot bigger somewhere, than what he's gotten. That dude is amazing in the ring, and I want to see him do more. But I don't even know, since the Hybrid 2 broke up, I don't even know where he's at anymore. Is he even still in AEW?
He's been wrestling lately on Ring of Honor.
Oh, really? That dude deserves a lot more. But I'm sorry, I'm deviating from the task at hand. So,
and then of course, obviously you had to have the whole pander with Bubba Ray Dudley you know, with the whole get the tables
Putting the
ordeal.
glasses on and
And
everything.
yeah, it was expected. You're in Philadelphia, home of ECW.
You had to have a
And
legend up in
yeah,
there.
and like you said, you got Bubba Ray Dudley as a special guest referee.
So I mean, it was cool. You know, fun match. I enjoyed it. What you got? What's your rating?
I'm gonna give that one. I think only reason why I'm going a little bit higher on this one was just because of Snoop Dogg commentary. 3 3/4 star on this one for me, just a little bit higher than the McIntyre Seth Rollins match, and I think a lot of that just had to do with Snoop as guest commentary for that match,
I feel
and
that.
just again his comedic lines, you know, Granny and the dining room table, you know, whoop that trick when Street Profits and or not Street Profits but AOP and Karrion Kross were getting whooped on by Lashley. So just like I said, just the comedic lines from Snoop just had me giving that one a little bit higher of a star ranking.
I'm gonna give it a solid 3. I'm gonna say 3. It was pretty good, fun match, but you know, I mean, I guess it could be chalked up to the fact that I'm salty about my boy Cross, but you know, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah,
biased. I'm biased. I'm not gonna
no,
lie.
I feel you. I feel you. It makes sense.
All right, so next up,
Match number 3 is the infamous LA Knight. Yeah, I was. You're supposed to hit me with that. Yeah, dude.
I'm
What happened? You
sorry.
fell
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Wait, let's 1, 2, 3.
And
1, 2. LA Knight.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, against AJ Styles. This match to me really didn't have a whole lot of highlights. It was just more or less of a ground and pound style.
I thought it was
Um,
good. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was a really good
yeah,
match.
I think one of my favorite moves from LA Knight was his little second rope springboard into the tornado DDT that he hit.
That was good.
Um, and then that avalanche German suplex that he hit on AJ Styles.
I thought AJ was gonna land on his feet at first, and I was like, "Oh no, he's
That's what
still
it
going."
looked like,
It looks
but
like he
nah,
was going to. Nah, he hit flat.
he he hit flat like a pancake.
I liked. Maybe AJ's had this entrance for a while, but I liked that entrance music. No, that had to be the
No,
first night.
it's no, it's a brand new entrance for him.
Yeah, because I just realized that
Because
because I just saw AJ
up
at a house
until
show and he still had the same old entrance music.
yeah, the DMX one.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, tonight was a brand new entrance theme from with AJ Styles. So this one overall was a really, really good match. I'm giving this one uh I'm gonna go with 4 1/4 on this one.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4 because my boy AJ Styles didn't win, and yes, I'm biased. I that is he AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler like in the world, like period. That's my favorite wrestler, and I'm always going for him to win, but he didn't win, so I'm gonna give it a 4. But still, it was a great showing by both guys, and it was very enjoyable. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Very
So our
hard
next
hitting.
match,
Very hard hitting.
yes, that one definitely was. That one was a good hard hitting
Um,
match.
the protective padding getting removed and everything. So
Mhm.
all
Yeah,
right, so
definitely.
keep going.
Our next one, match number 4, is we had our triple threat match for the U.S. title. This saw Randy Orton facing Kevin Owens, facing Logan Paul. Sorry, I'm not a fan of the Paul brothers at all whatsoever. So
Me
Logan Paul,
neither, but I find
Paul,
Jake kind of
whatever.
enduring. I don't like him either,
um,
but Jake is definitely more enduring than Logan. Like Logan's just a piece of shit all around. But okay, keep going, bro.
yeah, both of them to me are narcissistic a-holes. So, but
Yeah, you would
anyways,
be correct.
um, so yeah, Gatorade chant from the crowd.
Yes, I heard that.
Opposing,
Yes,
opposing
get that
Prime.
shit off my canvas, bro.
KO with the ECW inspired shorts that he was wearing, that he was rocking. I thought that was a nice
That was
little
pretty dope.
homage to ECW.
Did the hugging scene going out to the ring in a
Yeah,
golf
well,
in
that
the
one
golf
wasn't
cart?
necessarily a hug. It was more or less just uh go get it done.
They didn't hug?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I could have sworn they hugged. I could I don't
Nope.
know. I could be
Nah.
misremembering it.
When Logan Paul, when he was doing his little flip into this clothesline, aka
Buckshot
was
lariat.
it yeah, buckshot lariat. Randy Orton was already in the position to hit the power slam before Logan Paul flipped over into the ring. So
Telegraphing
that kind
shit.
of
Telegraphing.
yeah, yeah. So that was kind of a little made aware of spot. And then KO's
Golf
Kevin
cart
Owens
thing was pretty cool. I like that.
that was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting. Kevin Owens' moonsault that he hit onto Logan Paul was just
That was pretty dope. That was dope as well.
good old chef's kiss. Obviously, of course, Logan Paul ended up retaining partially because of the fact that what's the dude's name that was in the Prime bottle? I Show Speed or
I Show
whatever.
Speed. He's another one of them streamers.
He's another.
I thought it was
going
gonna be KSI. I thought it was gonna be KSI or Jake. I knew there was somebody
Oh, of
from
course,
from the
exactly, same
streaming
here.
world or the YouTube world that was gonna be underneath that mask.
Someone associated with Logan Paul was.
I knew it was gonna be somebody, but yeah, it was I Show Speed
and that outfit. Yeah. Again, I don't know who that fool is. I don't.
I just see like videos on YouTube, people talking shit about him. Not necessarily his content, but people talking shit about his content. So that goes to show you know.
My rating on this one, I'm gonna give it a solid A. Or a solid 4 on this one.
We have a rule. 1 through 5, bro, and you keep disobeying. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, man, I just did this off the whim of my head last night. All right,
fine,
man.
fine.
I'm allowed to.
I'm setting the rule. No, I'm setting the rule now. 1 through 5.
1 through 5.
And I do that. Okay, I do. There's a story behind that because I grew up watching X Play and Extended Play on G4 TV, and they had a 1 through 5 rating system. So I want to keep that.
All right, yeah, no, it's no problem. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one a solid 4-star match. It was actually a really good match. I do got to give it up to Logan Paul for his athleticism and his ability to.
It pisses me off that the dude's that damn good. Like it pisses me off. Like
exactly that's exactly where I'm at with that one.
It pisses me off that he's so good.
So
Screw you,
Logan
dude.
Paul, so Logan Paul does end up retaining the world title for this match, which is definitely going to be interesting to see who will be the one to eventually end up dethroning Logan Paul.
And hopefully he does not move up the card if that dude gets the world heavy. Let's not even think about that. Let's not even talk about that. But
let's go into our next match here, and that is.
I didn't give my rating.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
right,
what the hell, dude? You leaving me out?
All right. I'll let you give
Oh, no, it's the SP
SP
show now. Yeah, no. You are the brains. I'll say that. But I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3?
Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't feeling it that much. But, it was fun comedy match. Kinda, but it had some good wrestling and exchanges between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. So
I like the fact that no matter how many times Logan Paul tried to get Orton and Owens to fight, they just kept
beating his ass,
ganging up on Logan Paul. Yeah,
as they should. But yeah, all right, now it's time to move on.
Oh, you'll finally let me talk on our match number 5, our SmackDown Women's title between Bayley and Io Sky.
Okay, can I admit something first?
Huh? You didn't watch this match, did you?
Okay, well, what had happened was,
all right, I
started a little bit late, okay, and I was cooking steaks, and I was cooking my steaks, and I didn't want to miss the AJ Styles match, so I was like, I had to rewind it a little bit, but when this match came on, I fast forwarded to the end to catch up with you, like for the live stream. I'm wrong for that. I'm sorry, but that's what
No, I
happened.
no, I understand. I get it. I probably would have done the same thing too. The intros on these ones, Bailey's with their whole little Egyptian
I did see that.
intro,
I did.
that was pretty dope. However, though, I think it would have been better if maybe they had carried her on a throne or something instead of just on to the dude's shoulders, because she looked really unsteady sitting on top of their shoulders while they were walking her out.
Yeah, like I did see that part.
And then Io Sky is kind of, to me, had a blend between the Miz's with the whole paparazzi cameras flashing and stuff, and then as you'd mentioned earlier, with Angelico with the turnbuckle corner dive to the outside. It reminded me of that, because that's exactly what Angelico's does. Is it's just a silhouette of him just moving his shoulders back and forth and stuff. And so that's what that reminded me of, was a combination of the Miz's paparazzi intro and then Angelico's entrance as well too. So
Um, so so I'm not gonna rate this match because I didn't watch the full thing. So I'm just gonna let you go ahead and.
one of
It
the
wouldn't be fair.
first few things that I noticed was there was a little bit of a miscommunication step once Io and Bailey were back in the ring from their little outside uh battle, but it looked like Io was trying to run the ropes and trying to hit a move, and Bailey kind of like forgot the spot for a second, so almost kind of had like kind of slow it down just to get back into the rhythm of things.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Oh, there was that dragon screw that Io hit on Bailey while she was in the corner. That one actually looked pretty brutal. Um, Bailey with the huge, I wouldn't really say huge, but definitely a very impactful counter when Io was jumping off the guardrail onto Bailey. Bailey almost looked like she hit her with a Bailey to belly suplex. um, and again, another one of the spot calls, or very, very obvious spot moves, is when Io was hitting her 3 turnbuckle moonsaults. She hit the first one off the bottom, then went to the second rope, and then you saw again Bailey just kind of move closer so she could make impact when she landed. And then just the counter that Io had when Bailey tried to hit her finisher move followed into the actual finisher by Bailey onto Io Sky. And Bailey getting the win, the 1-2-3 on that match, and becoming your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I know you said you didn't see the match fully, but did you happen to catch any of the match at all? Dropkick?
I caught the end.
Just the end?
Yeah, my little nephew's calling me again. Sorry, he's probably wanting to talk about it again. But I caught the end and I saw Bailey getting the pin. I was like, all right, cool. You know.
Yeah. My ranking on this one, I'm definitely gonna have to give this one 4.5 star, maybe even 4 3/4. To me, this was my match of the night.
That's high, bro. Man,
Yeah,
I missed the match of the night.
This
Lovely.
was a really, really good women's title match. This is what I felt like the Becky Lynch Rhea Ripley match should have been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was I'm guessing like if anybody, 2 wrestlers tonight could really steal the show, I knew it would be them too.
Yeah,
Bailey's a class act. Io Sky is a class act. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, no. To me, this was my match of the night. Just with the two of them, the chemistry that they had, the story that they were telling before, leading up to the match, and even during the match. You know, with Bailey having something to prove that she's not as weak. And there was a moment where Michael Cole was talking about how she was injured while being at the Performance Center. Do you know how she got that injury? So if you remember during COVID lockdown, he who shall not be named wanted all the wrestlers to be constantly working out at the Performance Center and working on their ring moves, and unfortunately it was there
That's
at the
something else I
Performance
want to
Center that
finish
she
finish this,
that
but
she
that's
got
something else I wanted to bring
that
up
she
about tonight. Go ahead.
yeah, that she injured her knee and was out for all that time, was because she was at the Performance Center having to do what in my eyes was unnecessary. I mean, they're already at the Performance Center training as hard as they are, or even doing workouts on their own when they're at home or even on the road and stuff like that. You don't constantly need to grind your people in your Performance Center to constantly work when they're already doing that on their own. So to me, it just felt like it was a needless injury that could have been avoided.
But speaking back to that before we move on to the next match, I really do feel it was good to see Stephanie McMahon come back tonight. And I think that really solidified in how she was talking. You know, this is the, Hunter Hearst Helmsley era of WWE. That really
Right,
well,
but also don't forget the fact that she was also named as a knowing person in the lawsuit filed by Janelle Grant.
but I feel like
So
okay, but still to my point, you're okay. There's that. Got you. But still to that point, I feel like her coming out because she left after her dad came back the last time.
right,
And it's just
I
her coming out and
yeah, I
talking solidifies that he should now be named is gone for real. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, I can see the symbolism behind
That's how they were
her
trying to
coming out.
convey it, I feel.
I could see that aspect, but again, it's almost kind of
Yeah.
like people forgot that she was a
I
named
forgot.
person.
I forgot.
So
Yeah, you're right.
so again, the symbolism there as to why she was out, reiterating that we are in the Paul Levesque Renaissance era of WWE. However, she's still a name listed in a sexual assault allegation lawsuit. So
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, but
you know,
I still thought it was a good symbolism,
right.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
get what
mean,
you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of a your typical uh, double-edged sword. So you're still walking a very thin line uh, with that whole ordeal. Um,
but let's keep the positive energy going. Let's keep going. What we got next, man?
yes, and actually, this match was the perfect match to be your direct support for your main event, and Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. We are putting up finishing the story or the head of the table with his 1,316-day title reign. Will he be feasting on an American dream or an American nightmare? And as a majority of the wrestling world predicted, Cody Rhodes finished his story. He
Well
does beat
deserved.
Roman Reigns.
Coming a very long time. Well deserved. This was my match of the night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Maybe it's to do with all the spectacle of it. I loved like the whole time that stuff was happening. I was like, "Where's Solo? Where's Solo? When Solo coming out?" We had Jey Uso in there popping his head
Yeah.
up. Cool little spot
Mhm.
on the guard. They almost missed that fucking table, dude.
Oh, when Jay hit Jimmy with the spear to the outside or
Yeah,
on the off the ramp.
they almost missed that table. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I think I might have been writing something down in my
Yeah, like
notebook
they
here.
hit the table, but they almost had too much momentum to where they almost went over the table, dude. They
Yeah,
came very
so
close.
right. So Jimmy started off the interference. I was kind of wondering, I'm like, okay, when are we gonna start getting all the interferences on behalf
Waited to the end.
of Roman Reigns? Yeah, waited till the end, kind of start to build up the climax of it. So again, Jimmy started it off with the super kick to Cody, followed by Jay coming out, uh, throwing punches, and finally the super kick to Jimmy, followed by that spear off the ramp through the table.
Yeah.
Following up, Cody spears Reigns through the barricade. And then, yes, we finally get our emergence of Solo Sikoa hitting the thumb.
The spike. The
Feel-
Samoan spike.
the Samoan spike. I'm like, why the hell am I calling it the thumb?
The thumb. That doesn't sound as devastating.
Thumb.
I'm
No,
gonna
it
give
really
you the.
does.
I'm gonna thumb you. I'm gonna thumb you.
He got, oh my god, he just got thumbed. What the?
Right in the ass. No.
Yeah, no, Solo Sikoa hit the spike to Cody. Followed up with a combo spear and spike to Cody. And then we get the kick out, and then we hear the bum bum of John Cena running down to the ring to take out Solo Sikoa.
I was wondering when that's so like they even said he was gonna have a limited appearance because all the stuff he has going on, but
Yeah, well, they weren't sure if he was. They were saying that he wasn't gonna get any physicality because he's gonna be starting shooting season 2 of Peacemaker here very soon.
but I'm glad they worked him in.
Yeah, and then so he came in, took out Solo Sikoa, hit Roman Reigns with an attitude adjustment, goes outside the ring, puts Solo Sikoa with an AA through the Spanish announce table, and then you hear, "If you smell."
Whoa, you cut out, bro.
I was waiting for you to jump in.
What the Rock is cooking. Damn, that was embarrassing. I thought you were gonna finish it, then you did. I was like, did his mic cut out?
No,
We're so unprofessional. So unprofessional.
I think it's just because it's late, so we're off our game right now.
Okay. Yeah.
And of course, yes, we get the stare down between The Rock and John Cena. Cena takes off the shirt.
Old rivals.
Hits a "you can't see me," goes for a swing. Boom. Hit with the rock bottom. Once that happens, Dropkick Zombie, do you know what happens next?
Boom. Boom. Lights go out. Go ahead. Boom.
Lights on, and standing behind The Rock is the dead man.
The one and
Rock
only
turns around.
Undertaker.
Rock turns around, gets hit with a choke slam, taken out of the match.
Before you move any further, when I heard the Shield music, I would this would be the most awesome ass thing if they came up with a deal with AEW to let them use Jon Moxley for a few minutes.
Well, yeah, I was waiting. I'm like, okay, who's it gonna be?
I was like, it's gonna be Moxley. I was like,
could it be Moxley or re-emerging as Dean Ambrose? But nope. Roman comes up out of the air, hits somebody with a Superman punch.
Bruh, this has to have been the hardest WrestleMania for poor Seth Rollins. He was treated like a bitch this whole WrestleMania. He was, didn't even, he barely made it, God, he just comes in, to do a freaking, interference and just get punched. That has to suck, bruh. Gets beat by Drew McIntyre. His legs messed up last night. I kind of feel bad for Seth. This wasn't his year, bro.
Yeah, and then don't forget Roman hits Seth in the back with the chair the same way Seth hit Roman in the back
Oh
uh
yeah,
some 10 years ago.
I forgot about
10
that
years ago?
symbolism.
Yes,
That's about how
almost 10
long ago
years
it was.
ago.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
And then
I didn't even realize that symbolism till just now. Yeah.
yeah, and then finally we see the reemergence of Cody hits 3 crossroads to Roman Reigns, followed by the pin 1, 2, 3, and we have a new WWE Universal Champion in Cody Rhodes. Yes, the man has finally finished his story. Now the question is, who are they going to get to build up to challenge Cody Rhodes?
I could kind of see Roman taking a long break after this and then coming back to do something with The Rock. But I don't
Yeah,
think he's gonna be in the championship picture for a little bit.
yeah,
So
there
my
are
thought, like you have Gunther right there. Um, I don't know. I could see them using Gunther. I don't know if it's gonna be the heavyweight title or if it's gonna be the universal title, but I really do believe Gunther is gonna be in the title picture in the coming months.
potentially they got to figure out where they got to put him. But yeah, Roman Reigns, I'm pretty sure is going to be taking some time off. He may even be if what his what we've talked about on previous shows that he might be done. You know,
I don't think so.
so I mean, yeah, a lot of people are
For the
saying that
most part,
because
maybe, but
well, I mean, he's also been advertised as being in a match in SummerSlam. Of course, now these, it seems like nowadays plans have been constantly changing to suit the fans' needs and what they want, seeing as how WWE is actually listening to him now. So it's definitely going to be something to see as to what direction Roman Reigns goes, what they plan on doing, on who they plan on building up to challenge Cody Rhodes for the Universal title now. So it's
but
going to be something to see.
I definitely see Roman versus Rock next year. I do think that's gonna happen. That still has to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to have to build up to it somehow,
Yeah.
starting from scratch pretty much now. So
We're gonna have to see
um
The Rock make a return and some ascension happen, some dissension happen in the
mhm,
bloodline, and kind of
yeah.
make it have some weight. So
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be the next few interesting months building up.
I
Uh,
cannot wait till Raw tomorrow night.
yes, the Raw after Mania is always
I
definitely one of the rowdiest,
wonder.
craziest Monday Night Raws.
Okay. Give your score. I'll give mine, and then I have a question.
I'm going to give this one 4.25.
I'm gonna give this one 4.5. I enjoyed this match a lot. It was a lot of false finishes, a lot of edge of your seat stuff happening. The appearances we had. Um, okay, so I want to go from there. Okay, so only things that I'm kind of pointing out: no Steve Austin, no Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan,
nope.
and
And there
no
was,
Joey Swole. Damn it! What the hell,
yes,
man?
yeah. I mean, we were hoping that something was going to happen between uh, Swole and Theory and Waller. Doesn't look like anything did. Yeah, no Stone Cold, no
Maybe
Hulk
Raw after
Hogan.
Mania. Maybe I
Who
don't know.
knows? And no turns on anybody. No bloodline turning on Roman. No Seth turning on Cody. So this was kind of definitely they were definitely playing with us on potential swerves that could happen, and nobody knew. I don't think nobody knew what was fully going to happen until right before the start of the match. That's
Now I'm gonna say this. I think a lot's gonna happen tomorrow night. Raw after Mania. I think we're gonna see a lot of storylines kick off. I think we're gonna see a lot of dissension. I think we're gonna see a lot of story points happen tomorrow night. That's gonna kind of set the table for the year to come. Because like, okay, in WWE after WrestleMania, that okay, January is the new year, but for WWE, tomorrow night is the new year. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
And
they're gonna be building up for the rest of the year into going up to WrestleMania next year. And
so I think we're gonna see a
they're
lot.
actually yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but on Wednesday there will be a documentary on YouTube showcasing the path and the route and everything like that they had actually started for WrestleMania back in August of
I did
last
see the
year.
advertisement. Um,
So
now
and
another.
then they were
Go ahead.
saying that it was the card for WrestleMania was 80% complete back in August. So means they had a lot of what they were gonna pull off tonight well planned in advance, you know. So that last 20% was essentially obviously who they were gonna pick to win the Royal Rumble and what was gonna transpire between then and WrestleMania. So this is definitely going to be something to see how they were able to pull off what they did this weekend.
Now I'm gonna say this, like, another thing why I like, and maybe not so much in the last few years, but another thing that I love about the Raw after Mania is it's a lot of call ups tend to happen. So who do you think's getting called up from NXT?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really been following NXT a whole lot. I know they had their pay per view stand and deliver yesterday afternoon. Um,
I'm gonna
that
say Dijak. I think Dijak may be getting called up. Um,
called back called back up.
called backup. Leave that whole T-bar bullshit. Let's forget that ever happened. Um, I think him maybe because maybe Noam Dar. I'm not sure. Maybe. I would like to see. Well, it ain't gonna happen because he still has it. He's made a splash, but I want to see where William Regal's son Charlie Dempsey's gonna go. Um, he's an interesting character. He has, the whole. He has like a Brian Danielson kind of feel to him. Like the dude makes his opponents look great. He was participating in some of the indie shows around Mania. He was in Bloodsport where he won with a double wrist lock. Um, but I think Dijak is definitely probably going to get called up. As I would say Braun Breaker, but he's already up.
Yeah, he's already on SmackDown, and you haven't really seen a whole lot of him on SmackDown. Like
But
I know he was.
I think maybe Friday that's going to change. Like we're going to see more of him now, since kind of like after
Oh,
WrestleMania, the kind of calendar kind of starts over.
oh, so it's possible that he was just feeling completing his obligation for what they had got him with, and while he was still in NXT. So it
Yeah.
could be
So
he was just trying to completing his obligations to NXT before he actually
his
fully
actual
fully
call up
committed
might
to
be this
SmackDown.
week. So his actual call up might be this week. I think maybe him and Dijak, but there's no telling. Um,
Yeah. Uh, Brett, Raw after Mania is also synonymous for returns as well too. Do you think anybody could be returning from injury?
I thought Brock was going to be on the show, but maybe this week we'll see Brock. Now that the rumors going around that he's actually coming back, so I don't know. Will he
Uh,
rear his ugly face?
yeah, I wouldn't say that to his face.
Me neither. I'm behind a computer screen.
Right. I guess it's just now we're just gonna have to wait and see how everything plays out after the events of WrestleMania's night 1 and 2. And again, that's all gonna culminate tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw and this Friday on SmackDown. So we're definitely in for some pretty wild weeks finding out what's gonna happen with title changes and potential ongoing feuds and all sorts of crazy stuff. And especially what's going to happen Wednesday night after we do get to see that breaking news security footage from Wembley Stadium at All In.
So it's definitely gonna be a crazy week in the world of professional wrestling. So we'll just have to see what's going on. Just like we always say, just wait and see in the world of professional wrestling. It's exciting it's exciting time to be a wrestling fan. I haven't been this excited in a while. This is probably the Attitude Era. So well,
Yeah. Well,
Cody's a champ. We want Cody. We got Cody. Hell yeah. So
yes. So that's it for me on my end, man. This is
take
your
us
boy
out,
SP
bro. Take us
signing
out.
out for Dropkick Zombie. What you got last to say? Any last minute words?
No, man.
Like,
Go
comment,
ahead.
subscribe.
Watch
You're not
I'm sorry.
not gonna hit them with a like, comment, subscribe. Tell people to
was letting
check
you do
out
it.
our recap from night 1 and our recap from night 2 whenever that gets posted, man. And again, if you have anything you want us to talk about, you have any disagreements with what we discuss, our speculations on what's going on, feel free to comment, reach out to us, let us know if there's anything you want us to cover, more of, less of. All you gotta do is let us know, man. For SP, Dropkick Zombie, I'm out.
Later, y'all. Good night, everybody.
We two loony guys catching eyes with our hype, talking pro wrestling, making all the fans unite. In the ring we swing like a rhyme making machine with moves so mean, leaving opponents in a dream. You're rocking the mic, forward tight like a rat, them no clean.